Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur. In the movie Jurassic Park, there is a classic scene in which Tim and Lex, the grandchildren of the park's founder, are trapped and waiting in a vehicle outside the T-Rex enclosure. As they're waiting, Tim hears something, and the camera cuts to 2 glasses of water on the dashboard. Soon, you hear a thump, and the water in the cup ripples. Then, you hear it again, and the water again ripples. This scene is shot in such a way to provide significant suspense, but also to heavily imply that T-Rex is drawing near. Sure enough, the T-Rex soon appears and attacks the children. This use of the water ripple to indicate the presence of a T-Rex is an effective motif. That's why, when a similar scene is used in the Lost World Jurassic Park, the audience immediately knows that there's a T-Rex nearby. This sort of relationship, where the presence of one thing indicates the presence of another thing, can be applied to the relationship between current in a conductor and the presence of a magnetic field. The presence of current in a wire or some distribution indicates the presence of a magnetic field. Through experiments using compass needles and current-carrying wires, Hans Ørsted established that there was a link between current and magnetic field. Building on this work, Jean Biot and Biot-Savart were able to develop an expression which relates magnetic field intensity, H, at any point in space to the current I that generates that magnetic field. Their work is commonly taught now as the Biot-Savart Law, and it says that the differential magnetic field intensity is proportional to the size of the current and inversely proportional to the square of the distance away from the current source. It is very important to point out that the cross product in this expression means that the direction of the induced magnetic field is orthogonal to the plane containing the direction of the current and the distance vector. This can be seen using the right-hand rule, where my thumb points in the direction of the current and my fingers curl in the direction of the magnetic field induced. To get the total magnetic field H, we sum up all the contributions due to all the current elements that make up the conductor. In other words, H is equal to I over 4 pi multiplied by the integral over the length of the conductor of dl cross r hat over r squared. Further study of a textbook or course notes will help you to get closed-form expressions for a variety of geometries. But the point of this video is to introduce you to the concept, not to get bogged down with specific math problems. For example, we can find that for an infinitely long wire, that the magnetic field intensity H is just I divided by 2 pi r in the phi hat or azimuthal direction. And the magnetic flux density B is just the magnetic permeability mu multiplied by H. The derivation for this expression is somewhat complicated and doesn't really have a place in this video. There are a couple of key takeaways for this video. The first is that the presence of current in a conductor indicates the presence of a magnetic field. The second is that the Biot-Savart law allows us to calculate the magnetic field at a specific point P in space based on the distance away from the conductor and the current that is inducing the magnetic field. We will be able to use this throughout our further study of electromagnetics. Thanks for watching.